Hello, everyone. I'm Daniel Culbertson, economist with the Indeed Hiring Lab, here with a labor market update as we head into Q4 of 2021. In this short video, I will cover a few topics. I'll talk first about the latest results from the Indeed job postings tracker. I'll also talk about what we know so far about seasonal hiring from Indeed job postings and Indeed job search data, and then wraps things up with some of the latest results from the Indeed job search survey. Let's get started talking about the demand side of the labor market. This chart that you see here is the overall trend for job postings on the Indeed site. As a job postings aggregator, Indeed scrapes jobs from all across the internet. So we like to think of this as a look at the online labor market at large. We show this trend line as the percent change in job postings since February 1st, 2020. So just making a comparison back to that pre-pandemic baseline. Through October 8th, job postings on the Indeed site are up 46.1% above their pre-pandemic baseline, which means a few different things. For those looking for a new role, this means there's plenty of opportunity out there. But for employers, this means they're facing an incredible amount of competition when they're going out into the labor market and looking to make hires. And depending on where in the labor market employers are looking to hire from, that level of competition can vary quite widely. This table here is a look at Indeed job postings data segmented out by sector or industry. And what we are doing here in the middle column of this table is very similar to the last chart, just making a comparison from October 8th of this year back to that pre-pandemic baseline of February 1st, 2020. At the top of the table, we have some of our labor market leaders, sectors like production and manufacturing, loading and stocking, which have been doing well throughout nearly the whole pandemic. Human resources is a sector that we have seen shoot up on our site over the past couple months, which speaks to the level of demand inside the labor market. Not only are employers looking to hire, but they're looking to hire people who can help them make hires. And here at the bottom of the table, we have some of the sectors that are lagging the overall labor market. These might be ones you can expect: service-related sectors that were predisposed to COVID-19 from the beginning, and also certainly predisposed to the impact from the Delta variant over the past couple months. Let's move on to what we know so far about seasonal hiring. Here, leaning on some excellent research by Hiring Lab economist Anne Elizabeth Conkle. This chart here shows the trend for job postings related to seasonal work over the past several years. What we can see from the trend line from 2021 that runs through early October, we can see that seasonal job postings are trailing both that of 2019 and 2020. And they also certainly did not have the initial uptick that we see at the start of the seasonal hiring season in the beginning of September. Let's move on to what we know about seasonal job search. This chart here shows the trend line for seasonal job searches over the past several years. And what we can see for the trend line for 2021, that again runs through early October, is that so far this year, the trend line for seasonal job search mirrors that of 2020. And both those trend lines trail 2019, which shows that job seekers this year, similar to last year, aren't yet as keen on seasonal job searches as they were in 2019. Let's wrap things up with the latest results from the Indeed job search survey. One of the major stories of the labor market this year has been the incredible run-up on the demand side of the labor market, with employers looking to make hires. Unfortunately, that run-up in demand has run up against several factors on the supply side of the labor market that are limiting the number of people out there looking for new work. To help make sense of all this, the Indeed Hiring Lab has been running a monthly survey where we ask questions of 5,000 workers across the labor market, both employed and unemployed. This chart here shows the latest results from one of those questions. We asked job seekers, if you are not urgently searching for work, what is the primary reason? I think one of the major takeaways from this chart is that it has been a mix of factors throughout the pandemic that are keeping people on the sidelines of the labor force. And some of the takeaways from this chart is that two of the most important factors: caution over the pandemic, meaning workers are hesitant to work roles that may carry a risk of exposure, and also parental responsibilities, the pandemic making it difficult for working parents to return to work, show up pretty prominently on our latest search results. In the month of September, one of the leading factors was a spouse being employed, and also a financial cushion ranks highly as well. What we have seen over the past couple months is that people saying they are hesitant to urgently search for work because of unemployment insurance payments has steadily decreased, which is to be expected since those unemployment insurance programs ended nationwide in early September. That's all for now. As always, you can keep up with our research at hiringlab.org, which is a free resource of information for anyone who's interested in labor market insights. Thank you for your time and for your attention. Until next time, take care.